Is this the one that's got like 20 miles on it?
Yeah, both of these cars I think
like
combined are less than 200 miles.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the wheel well.
Mint condition.
There's no dirt. Oh my god.
Cars here, getting a whole bunch of work done. A lot of parts came in, so Dale is going to kind of explain what's going on.
So we went ahead and pulled off the rear knuckles, and we'll end up pulling off all of the suspension components as well, as far as the traction arm, lower control arm, stuff like that. And we're going to be replacing it with all SPL components. Right now I have the rear knuckles disassembled, the wheel bearings are over here, and we're going to go ahead and press all of these rubber bushings out for a spherical bushing option. Just lets the... Yeah, I've got one of them here. This is actually for the front control arm, but these will press in, and then it's got basically a spherical bearing in there that just allows the suspension to move a lot freer than the stock rubber stuff, as well as being...
Yeah, so they all pretty much
so you can't even really move this by hand.
I see.
Especially when these cars are making the power that they're making. You'll wear out the factory bushings really quickly, so a change like this is kind of better to do it now while we have everything apart than to have a bushing fail or have a bushing start to wear out and then have to redo it later. So
what about all these boxes that we got here, man?
These are all of the components as far as the control arms and stuff, so they're actually sealed right now. Let me open them. Yeah, so these are actually the aftermarket control arms for the R35 GTR. As you can see, they're adjustable. Again, spherical Heim joints. Typically race car only type parts. People do tend to put these on street cars. You got to maintain them a little bit more than like a normal control arm, just because it's exposed. There's no seals. Here's another one. This is actually the traction arm, and this one's got a unique design because it's got kind of a bend in it to clear a larger wheel and tire package. So I can kind of show you compared to the stock one. So if you look at the stock one, it's got a little bit of a bend in it. Also rubber bushing over here, so it doesn't really allow for free movement. This one will bolt in its same place, but it has more of a, much more of an angle or a kick out in it, so we can fit a bigger tire. And it comes with different size spacers. So let's say you're not running a super big tire, you can space it back out, or you can suck it all the way in and get as much clearance as possible, which is what we typically do, especially for these cars running slicks like this one, for example. This actually has these components on it already.
So Dale has been working more on those arms and all the bearings and stuff, so he's going to explain where he got, because he's done a little bit over the past few days.
We did quite a bit here this morning, actually. So this is our rear up control arm. what I'm doing is I'm gonna be heating up the hole in the control arm where the bearing mounts. And I actually have the spherical inserts chilling in the freezer here to contract those. So obviously you heat that up, it's gonna expand. We're able to just drop the bearing in, which I'll show you in a second.
Because otherwise you would actually have to press it.
Yeah, you have to press it and
but it's
kind of
super
gouge
tight.
stuff up and make it kind of ugly. So we're doing that. What I've done this morning is got the knuckles almost completed. So these are the same thing. Heated up the knuckle in these spots. This one I did have to press. As you can see, there's kind of some ugliness on there. But yeah, so that front control arm, that rear control arm is the last one, and then we'll start putting all of this on the car, which I have the SPL arms installed. If you want to come over here.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take a look at those.
So like I said, we've got the lower control arm, if you will, the tow arm, and then the compression arm, all upgraded.
So this is the one he was talking about, so that you can see this gap a little bit better now.
Yeah.
So this is, you said, to help clear for tires.
Correct. Yeah. So you can run a wider wheel with a bigger tire on it, and then they include this spacer as well. So you can either put this spacer on the inboard side and have the tension rod kind of out a little bit if you don't need the extra space. But we always set them up just kind of as much clearance as we can.
That's interesting.
And the DSS axles in here. This is a custom or a manufactured output shaft, and then the spline section as well. Okay. And then it's got, you know, a much beefier CV system, and the actual axle shaft itself is pretty beefy as well.
Got it. Cool. Well, these actually, so this SPL kit, can they buy this?
Yeah, all these components are for sale through AMS.com and
AMSperformance.com.
AMSperformance.com. And yeah, you can speak to any of the sales representatives and get set up with almost identical setup to this.
Yeah. And if you're looking for work similar to this, you know, if you want to bring your car down, no matter where you are in the country, you can have it shipped. You know, we'll do full builds on GTRs.
Yeah.
We've been working on the Heralds for a little while now,
yeah,
but this is like a full out.
It's gonna be crash time. I'm excited to see these cars when they're done, to be honest with you. These are gonna be really cool cars.
Is this the one that's got like 20 miles on it?
Yeah, both of these cars I think combined are less than 200 miles.
Yeah.
So
brand new, just
literally
brought straight.
It's kind of nice, to be honest with you, to work on a car that has no miles on it.
Everything.
Yeah, it's all brand new. This subframe is
all the sealant.
Yep.
Is perfect. The subframe is just.
I mean, look at the wheel well.
Mint condition.
There's no dirt.
Oh my god.
So we will be doing an upgraded spring and shock combo, which we'll show you as well, just to kind of complete the full suspension kit on this car, make it handle a little bit better, making the power that it's going to be making. So
once again, this is one of the Herald's cars. They actually have two of them, so it's a father and son duo. They're each getting GTRs built. It's a really kind of exciting story. We did cover this in a video before, so we'll put that link in the description below if you want to go check out the first kind of video that we did on these. That was maybe a month and a half ago, maybe, something like that. But these are full out builds, so these are taking, you know, these take a little bit longer than just your normal coming in and getting a tune and a front mount. You know, these are full ground up, just monster builds. So we'll get to pressing some bearings.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Play with fire.
Oh, I like that. I'm always down for fire. Have to approach the employees of the company without warning, right? You need to not let them know that you're coming. So to do so, I'm going to start with shipping right here. So they're inside. Black Friday today. They got swamped. So many packages. What's up, everybody?
What up? Dude, it's Black Friday. We sent out the packs out the back.
Yeah, dude. Look at this. Look at this.
And there's another pallet outside.
It's outside already?
And then there's like 3 more pallets that we need to build still.
Jesus. This is insane. You guys killed it today.
Trying to.
I kill it every day, so.
Fantastic work, sir. How are you enjoying yourself?
I'm good. I'm Xander, and I the QC and receiving. Make sure all the parts that we receive from our vendors are within specs according to our drawings. So make sure that you get quality parts.
And we even got Tyler from R&D over here.
Got everybody out here, man. All hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Yeah.
Because of all this. You just look at it.
Oh, would you look at this?